Hello, and in this lesson, Account Basics Lesson 3, we're going to talk about navigating the AWS console. We're going to take a general tour of the AWS console, including how to find basic services and features. For this tour, we're going to take a look at finding AWS services, how to find documentation, access support, toggle region selection, and find your account settings. Now, before I jump into finding these, one of the things that I want to note is that the AWS console is something that Amazon Web Services has been A/B testing with different versions over the last couple of weeks and months. Now, I've gone back and I'm now re-recording this video because they have now updated the console yet again with what looks like to be their final decision and will be the stable console moving forward. However, as you view the rest of this course, you're going to notice that between some videos and even inside some specific videos, you're going to see the console version change. Now, don't worry about that because if you're following along and even if you're watching a video with an older version of the console, you will notice that you'll still be able to find all the relevant services and features and everything that I'm going to talk about here. They just might be in a slightly different place. But if you just look around, you should be able to find what you're looking for, as there isn't going to be any huge fundamental differences between the different versions of the console. Okay. That being said, in this new version of the console, let's take a look first at how to find various AWS services, and we can do that in several different ways. First, on the top under this navigation bar here under services, you can always click on this and it is going to display all of the various services grouped by their category. So under compute, you'll have EC2 and Lambda. Under storage, S3 and Glacier. Under databases, RDS, DynamoDB. Under networking and content, VPC and Route 53. So if you ever want to find or navigate to any specific service, you can always just click on the services button to open them up. You can also use here the AWS Services search bar. So you can type in EC2 and you can bring that up, click on it, and navigate to that service. You can also open up here recently visited services to view the most recently visited services that you just used. Also, you can open up all services here, which is going to bring up the exact same list as here under services, but here it's just on the main console as opposed to in a drop-down menu. Then to navigate to any one of these services, say EC2, all you need to do is click on it and you will now be in the EC2 console. To navigate back out, you can always just click on this cube here to navigate back to the console. Or if you're in a particular service, a really quick and handy way to navigate is just to click on this drop-down menu here, and then you can click on another service that you may want to access. And again, you can always return to the main console by just clicking on the cube in the upper left-hand corner. For support and documentation, right up over here under support, you can click on this drop down here and you can go to Support Center. This is where you can ask questions, get answers for various technical issues that you may be having with AWS. You can access forums to ask questions. And also here you can click on documentation to open up all of the services that AWS offers and then click on that to access the various documentation that Amazon Web Services provide for any particular service. For region selection, and that's something that we're going to talk about in a future lesson, but to quickly toggle between different regions, all you need to do is navigate up here next to support where it says North Virginia, and it may say something different for you, but this is where you can toggle between using different regions. And it's really just as simple as that. However, generally by default, you will probably come up with the North Virginia region. Now for account settings, this is where you're going to view your account information, billing information, and so forth. You just click on your name here, and under the drop-down, you can go to My Account, My Billing Dashboard, My Security Credentials, or this is where you can also sign out. So I just click on My Account. Here you can view and edit your account settings, you can view and edit your contact information, and you can also view your bills for each month, for previous months, budgets, reports, anything that you may set up, including your preferences, credits, tax settings, whatever you need to find or use in terms of account settings or preferences can be found just by clicking on your name here and going to My Account. So that is a quick tour of the AWS console and how to navigate and find various services, documentation, support, region selection, and account settings. So with that, I will conclude this lesson. Thank you for watching. You may now move on.